As we all know, this week we are getting the first teaser for Avengers Doomsday, with the teaser being exclusively shown in theaters. With this being said, Marvel opted not to release the trailers online for the time being, but as we all know, these trailers were going to get out, no matter how hard Marvel tried to prevent the trailers from leaking. This brings us to today. As of the recording of this video, it is Wednesday the 17th. I'm confident that most of you watching this video have seen the teaser and know what was shown. I'm going to be going into the detailed description of the teaser in this video. So if you are waiting to go see the trailer in theaters, I suggest that you click off of this video, save it, and come back after you have seen the trailer, as I will be talking about it. Now, let's get into Doomsday. The teaser opens up and we see someone riding a motorcycle in the countryside. We pan to a house. We see the bottom half of the person get off the bike. We then transition into the house and we get the shot of the Captain America suit. We see the suit being put away and we transition to Steve Rogers with a piano of the Avengers theme playing in the background, holding his baby, as we cut to black and see the words "Steve Rogers will return" in Avengers Doomsday, and we get the countdown to the release of the film. Now, for us who are heavily into leaks and reports, we have known that Chris Evans was going to return for about a year now, but for those that aren't online as much and aren't into the news, this is who that trailer is for. I have already started to see the hate that this teaser is getting, with everyone saying that Marvel was desperate when they cast RDJ as Doom, and this makes them look even more desperate. Those saying that because of this teaser, this eliminates the new heroes such as the Thunderbolts, Sam Wilson's Captain America, and the Fantastic Four from the film are wrong. I'm probably going to get hate for saying this, but it has to be said. This is what the fans wanted, and Marvel listened. During Phase 4 and 5, when Marvel began introducing these new characters into the MCU, fans did not like them. I do understand that some of these projects could have benefited from better writing, but fans gave the characters no chance. Before the Thunderbolts came out, people alike were not interested in this film. After the film came out and audiences started to leave positive reviews, it was then that people started to like these characters. Captain America Brave New World was not a good film in my opinion. Now, does that mean that Sam Wilson is going to take a backseat to Steve Rogers? No, it does not. We have to remember, a few years ago when the MCU was at its lowest and the projects just weren't what they should be, people were calling for the quote-unquote old Marvel to come back. What is old Marvel? Old Marvel is Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Also, I know that King was severely mishandled in Quantumania, but the character could have been saved with better writing, as we have seen in Loki. Fans were also calling for change even before Marvel pivoted from King to Doom. Marvel heard this discourse from fans, and if you all remember, there was a Hollywood report that came out in spring 2023, and in this report, Marvel was contemplating whether to bring back the OG characters as well as pivot from King to Doom. With the legal issues of Jonathan Majors as well, this put the final nail in the coffin on King being the main villain. This brings us to the next topic of Marvel being quote-unquote desperate. In late 2024, Robert Downey Jr. sat down for an interview and they asked him about coming back as Doom, and this is what he said.
So, probably a year ago, because Feige and I have kept in touch. We're pals.
Mm-hmm.
Favreau and Feige and I have kept in touch. I'm close with the Russo brothers. We have other business we're doing. So there's this little kind of group of fellow travelers, and I had this instinct that I wanted to go to Bob Iger, and I had an idea outside of the cinematic universe for how I could be of service to what's going on in the parks and all their location-based entertainment. And Susan and I were sitting down with Feige at one point, and he said it just keeps occurring to me that if you were to come back, and Susan was like, wait, come back as what? And I was like, and then we both realized over time that it was another thing that just disproves any doubt anyone could ever have about that guy. A very sophisticated, creative thinker about how can we not go backwards? How can we not disappoint expectations? How can we continue to beat expectations? And he brought up Victor Von Doom, and I looked into it as character, and I was like, wow. And I go, and later on, he goes, let's get Victor Von Doom right. Let's get that right. So then I said to Kevin, can I go talk to Bob Iger? He goes, about? I go, about everything. And I gone to Bob's house, which I don't know how to describe that experience. I've had a lot of really cool experiences. We go to Iger's pad and we sit down and I start saying, I just really want to be, he goes, I like it. I was like, he likes it. Because come by the Imagineering campus. Feige and I go to the Imagineering campus, and you want to talk about two guys that are not easy to have their minds blown, let alone at the same time. This is, I can't say too much about, but what is going on there right now is so beyond my expectation of what was possible.
We take this, and this shows us that as early as 2023 is when talks began about RDJ coming back in the role of Doom. Taking this disproves the notion that Marvel is desperate and that bringing back some of the old cast is desperation and a last minute thing. Now, what does this teaser mean? This teaser finally confirms what many of us theorists and fans have speculated, and that is that Steve going back in time did have its consequences. And that will finally be explored in Doomsday. I watched fellow creator Soup's video, and he explained perfectly how this will not take away screen time and the importance of other characters, especially Sam Wilson. Chris Evans is coming back, but he is not coming back to take back the mantle of Captain America. Him coming back was a crucial part of the plot and needed to happen. We have heard over the past few months that Steve going back in time and staying with Peggy is what essentially kicked off the incursions and started the countdown to the death of the multiverse, which is why he is key to this film. Moving on, Thor is set to have his own teaser coming in this next week, which has already leaked. We have the leaked description, which is what I will be going over. The description is said to show Thor in the woods praying to Odin, and I quote, "Of all the crowns, the realms, the pride, I ask for none of them. Father, hear your son. I'm not worthy of life, yet I beg you, let the thread run long. Not for thunder, not for war. Let me stand long enough to see my love once more." In this moment, Thor is praying to be able to make it out of the coming battle with Doom to be able to see love once again. It's also been rumored that Love will be able to sense the coming of the incursions and the coming threat of Doom and will alert Thor. The third teaser is rumored to be a Doom teaser, and this will be the biggest teaser that Marvel will ever have until the official teaser comes out for Doomsday, which is rumored to be the final of these teasers. To end, I understand the fans' demand for these new characters to take the central role in the film, but Steve Rogers is needed for the story of the film and what they are going for. This isn't a regular video for me, but I wanted to get my opinion on the hate that the teaser has been getting, and the reason as to why those mad are the reason that this happened, and why this does not undermine the importance of other characters. As always, everyone is free to their own opinions, and I want to know your take on the situation and what your opinion is on this first teaser. Comment down below. The end of the year is near, and we officially have 1 year until Doomsday. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, God bless all.